In the last year and a half, I've spent over $300,000 across all of our clients' accounts, specifically on filler and Botox ads. And in the beginning, when you're spending about $50 a day, it's really easy to make a profit. But as you scale that up to $500, $600, and $700 per day in ads, it becomes a lot harder to make a profit. So I want to show what I've learned from running ads at every single different ad level to show what's been working to stay profitable at each stage. So something that's really important if you want to spend a lot of money on ads is you need to know who you're targeting based on how much money you're trying to spend on ads and how big you want to take this. So I'm going to be talking about the 5 levels of awareness, which basically means how much or how little the people that you're targeting know about you and your services when they see your ad. So there's 5 levels of awareness. I'm going to get into them in a little bit, but essentially the most aware people, these are the people who know the most about you, like you, and want to buy from you immediately, are the easiest to make money from, but it's the hardest to scale your ads running traffic only to these people because there's way fewer people who know, like, and trust you, and there are people who have no idea who you are, what you sell, and how any of this works. And so it's easy to make money here marketing to the most aware audience who already know you. And you can do that by just running direct offers over before and after and saying, click here to book now, and that's it. The higher up you go to the people who don't know you and might not even know anything about fillers or Botox, the harder it is to make money. But this is scalable because there's much more people who don't know you than there are people who do know you. But to get these people to buy, you're going to have to educate them before buying, which does take more skill, but makes you more money if you learn how to do it. So I'm going to talk about the 5 stages of awareness now. So the first one is the most aware. So these are the people who already know how fillers and Botox work. They already know who you are. They already really like you, and they would buy it. Doesn't really matter what you run. They're going to be willing to buy it. They don't need to be convinced or sold. They're already sold, right? So these are the easiest people to make money from, but there's way less of them. So you run through them very quickly when you try to advertise to them. And the best ads for these people are simple offers, like, for example, a free lip flip with lip filler this month, click to book. That's how easy it is to make money from your most aware audience. It's great, but there's so few of them that we need to get good at advertising to people who are less warm. So one level up from that is people who are product aware. They know how fillers and talks work, but they want to know, are you the right injector for them? And the best ads to run to these people is ones that display proof. For example, in the ad copy, you could say something like, why 100 clients rated ABC Aesthetics 5 stars for lip filler. That way, yes, they know how these services work, but they're trying to pick who's the best injector for them. When they see that proof, they become more likely to buy from you. Now, one level above product aware is solution aware. These are people who know that they have a problem. They know that there are solutions out there, but they don't know the specifics of how each of these work and which of them is going to be right for them. For example, someone can know that they have thin lips and they might have heard about a surgical lip augmentation. They might have heard about lip filler. They might have heard about lip flips, but they don't really know the difference in each of these and which is right for them. The best ad to run for these ones is one that explains the outcome of your solution. So, for example, the fastest way to achieve fuller lips without breaking the bank. And then what you would do in that ad is you would compare lip filler with one of the other alternative solutions. For example, getting surgery. And you talk about how the price is much more affordable and things like that. So you want to talk about your solution and basically go through all the reasons why your solution is better than all the other things that they might have been considering. All right, another level above solution aware is people who are problem aware. So these people know they have a problem, but they don't know if there even is a solution to solve it. For example, someone might think, I hate how thin my lips get when I smile. Is there a solution to this? The best ad for these people is one that outlines their pain point. For example, this person who hates how their lips get thin when they smile, what they would need most likely is a lip flip, but they might have no idea what that is. So you can't just say, hey, buy this lip flip for $99 this month, because they don't know what that is. So you have to meet them where they're at and you have to outline their pain point. So you'd say something like, do your lips get thin anytime you smile? So they don't know what a lip flip is, but they do know that they have that problem. So that's how you get their attention, right? It takes more skill. Okay, the last one is the highest level up. These are the people who are least aware. These are the unaware people. So these people don't feel like they have any problem. They haven't heard about your solution and they don't even know how it works. So they're not even looking for anything to buy right now. The best ad for these people, you need to go very vague with how you target them, and you have to hook them in with curiosity. For example, your ad could say something like, the tiny tweaks celebrities never admit to, but everyone notices. That's something that, even if I had no idea how filler or Botox works, don't feel like I'm in the mood to buy anything, would still grab my attention and I'd watch it. And then maybe I'm going to be like, oh, I know this celebrity. Never knew that she did this stuff. I like how it looks. Maybe I'll be a customer of this person. So the higher up you go, the less people know about you and the thing that you want to sell, and the less they're even in the mood to buy. So it definitely takes more skill to get money from these people with marketing. But as you increase your ad spend, you do have to go higher and higher up to these people who don't know much about you or what you sell. Okay, so a quick recap of the 5 levels of awareness and which ad is best to target those people at that level. So if you're just getting started and you're running like $50 a day in ads, do not worry about any of these levels up here. You'll make a bunch of money just targeting the warmest audience who know you and like you and want to buy. So for them, you just want to run a simple offer and say, click here to book. It's really not difficult. Product aware people, they know about this industry and injectables, but they want to know who's the best injector for them. These people, you need to show them proof. So show them amazing before and afters, show them reviews, show them testimonials. Even UGC would be great here because it's proving that other people who they want to be like go to you. Solution aware, these people know that they have a problem. They know that there are solutions out there. They don't really know the specifics of your solution and if it's the right one for them. These people, you want to explain the outcome of the solution and pretty much talk about why it's the best solution for them, and the other things that they might have been considering are not going to be for them. The problem aware people, they know they have a problem, they don't know if there's a solution. And for these people, you need to outline the problem as the very first thing that you say in the ad. For example, do your lips get really thin when you smile? That's the hook. And then the highest level up is unaware people. They don't think they have a problem. They haven't heard of your solution, and they're not even looking for anything to buy right now. You need to go very vague with these people and get a hook that gets them in with curiosity. So final note is that if you're just getting started and you're spending, let's say, anything less than $100 a day on ads, if you simply just refresh your creatives every 14 to 21 days and you just keep spending more money, if your return doesn't go down, then you never actually need to target the people who are less familiar with who you are. You can just keep doing exactly what you're doing, keep updating the ads, and you'll keep making money. It's only if you want to scale very high that you need to target these people. And you'll know that because if, for example, you're running a simple before and after, and it keeps giving you a 10-to-1 return, and that never drops, there's no need to try and target people who are less aware of you. Just keep doing what works and squeeze all the juice from your warmest audience before you target colder people. But if you notice that that return does drop, even if you're refreshing your ads very often, then you probably need to target people who are less aware and do all these other solutions that I spoke about in this video. So yeah, that's how we scale ads from $50 a day to $500 a day and beyond profitably, by just targeting people who are higher up in the stages of awareness. Okay, lastly, if you want our help starting or scaling paid ads and you want us to book the appointments for you directly into your calendar, if you're an injector or a med spa that wants to sell more filler and Botox, click the first link in the description, watch the video to see if you're a fit, and if you are, you can take the next step and schedule a call with me, and hopefully I'll speak to you soon.